I do now with all of my jars. So we just had 3 full days of jelly, juice, jam making with our 67 pounds of Concord grapes. They were beautiful. It was a lot of work, but I had fun. I had one day with a helper, and then Joe had to go to work the next 2 days, so I was stuck doing things by myself. But I do enjoy doing this, and it's really all about doing what you enjoy, what you're passionate about, what you love, and preserving things for your family and doing what you can for your family and your friends. So we ended up with 7.5 gallons of grape juice, 12 quarts of grape juice, and 12 half pints of grape jam, and 4 of the, I think these are 12 ounces, jars of jam, and then 6 half-pint jellies and 1 12-ounce jelly, I think. So I am sitting down right now to take inventory. 1, remove the lids on my jars, and you're supposed to do this before you store them away, just to make sure that you had a good seal, first of all. And then this will help you keep an eye on whether or not your product goes bad. You want to go down or wherever you're storing your goods and periodically check on them. Make sure you don't see anything, any mold on the lid or around the edges of your product, just to be sure that it's still safe. This will probably keep for 12 to 18 months. I have been known to keep things longer, but it really is. It's your call. It is your family, and it is what you feel is best and most safe for you and your family. So if you don't want to keep things past the 12-month mark, feel free to discard it or eat it up if you can. I don't have a problem with it. I'm always down there checking on things, making sure everything still looks fresh and hasn't started to discolor or anything. So I feel okay about that. But that is why I am sitting here removing the rings, and then I'm going to label things. So with the balls lids, I'm not sure what lids you use, but they have a nice little date area. So I usually label what the product is and when I canned it. This just helps me keep track too of how long it really has been on the shelf. And I then try to make sure that I eat up things that I have canned last year rather than eating up the things that I'm making this year. So like last year we did a large batch of salsa. Again, this year we did a large batch of salsa, so I would want to use any leftovers from last year first, just to be safe and to make sure that that gets used up and doesn't go to waste. Because what's the purpose of doing all this hard work if you're just going to let things sit on the shelf and go to waste? So like someone might be thinking, 67 pounds of Concord grapes? But we love grape juice. So why would I go to the store and buy Welch's grape juice when we have it here and so much cheaper? We already had all of these jars. The lids we did purchase. I do reuse my rings. I make sure that there's no dents. If there are dents or if they get rusty, I toss them out. And we have so many rings that that's usually not an issue. The only thing that was a new purchase this year, and we started buying things at the beginning of the year in January, were the half-gallon jars. I did just start recently canning in those. I primarily just use those to store my beans and things in. But this year I knew I wanted to do grape juice, and I'd really love to do cranberry juice too, but we'll see if that happens. But yeah, so I like to remove the rings, take inventory, make sure everything's sealed nice, everything looks good, write what the product is, when I canned it, and then I'll take it all downstairs and store it under my steps on my beautiful shelf that my husband made for me. So that was a new addition last year. Before we had them on those shelves where eventually the middle starts to cave in. So I knew something else needed to be done with that. So he built these beautiful shelves, and maybe sometime I'll take you down and give you a little tour of all of my beautiful canned goods down there and the shelves that he made for me. It's a perfect space. It's under our steps, and really, what do you use with that space anyway? So we have all of our bulk things on the floor that we purchased, like our flours and sugars and oats and things like that, vinegars and extra jars. And then on the beautiful shelves, I have all of my wonderful canned goods. So that's just a little kind of wrapping up on our Grape adventure, or great adventure, to Geneva, Ohio. It was a great trip. We had so much fun. We were able to relax. We rode our bikes down to the lake and walked on the beach. The weather was beautiful. Unlike today, I have no idea what it's like where you're at, but on Monday, we came home Monday, it was almost 90, and I think today it's like 55. So crazy weather, but it is fall. I have my Hello Pumpkin shirt on. So welcome fall. And just wanted to wrap things up with our grapes. So I had a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed some of these videos, and I truly hope that you get something out of this. Really, it's all about just encouraging each other, maybe learning something new that you didn't know, or asking questions. If you have questions, leave me a comment. I'd be happy to try to answer those questions for you. But I hope you stay encouraged and motivated to do the things that you love to do, and get in there. Don't be afraid to try new things. Try canning some Concord grapes. It doesn't have to be on this grand of a scale. The recipes that I've attached are for a smaller scale. So if you're wanting to do something big, you'll probably have to quadruple or double them like I did. But try just a small scale, and if you like it, then you know your family's going to use that. But there's no need to do something if your family doesn't like it to begin with. So find those things that your family loves and give it a try. Don't be afraid. All right, thanks guys for hanging out, and we'll talk to you later.